Well, needless to say, it's a real great pleasure to be here. Thank you for waking up so early on a Sunday morning and taking the time to come out here. You know, those that know me know that I travel all across the world, and this is part of my favorite job, where I get to talk to students, because you are the future of not just our profession, you are the future of humanity. And I graduated from this amazing university literally 50 years ago, 1969, you know. And I've been involved in software development ever since. You know, I went to the University of California at Berkeley, and it was at a time when amazing things were happening. And I thought that I was the luckiest person in the world to end up in a place where the Apollo space program was in full swing, the Federal Highway Department was building all these bridges everywhere, and all of the numerical technology needed for all of that stuff was being done in Berkeley. And I was thrown right in the middle of everything. And yes, it was an amazing time, and I learned a lot of stuff, and for the past 50 years I've been involved in software development. When I look at what's happening these days, I mean the incredible opportunities that you have in this age of rampant technology, an era of 3D printing, where when you go to an event, you will print the clothes that you wear on the afternoon when you're going to your event. Things like that are happening. If you need a toothbrush, you will be printing it in your bathroom. You won't be going to the store. Artificial intelligence, artificial body parts that are DNA compatible. These are things that you are going to be involved in. I mean, solar power. Your children are probably going to never need a driver's license because self-driving cars are just around the corner. So that's one of the reasons I'm here, is because I plan to be around at least another 50 years. I'm only 72. So I have to make friends with people your age, because if I'm going to need a body part to replace, you are the people that are going to give it to me. People my age already retired. There's only 2 people in my whole class of 800 that are actually working, you know. So that's part of the reason I'm here. To me, these things are events that are like celebrations. You know, and I think life needs to be one big constant party, you know. I'm here to have a great time with you, to talk about technology a little, to talk about human engineering, we'll talk a lot about that. But more importantly, I'm here to make friends with you, so that when I leave, I have another 200 friends, and life continues. So let's talk a little bit about human psychology and human chemistry. You see, it bothers me. It really bothers me that that every person that we deal with is a human being. You know, like that video clip I have up there said, people that love us are human beings. People that don't necessarily like us that much are human beings. Our bosses are human beings, our subordinates, everybody is a human being. Those are the people that we deal with on a daily basis. If that's true, then why don't they teach us something about human psychology? What makes people do the stupid things that they do? Why do they do them? And why do we feel bad about that? If we understood how our human psychology works, First of all, we would probably be more tolerant. But more importantly, we would be able to control our feelings towards another person's actions. All feelings are chemical, whether you like it or you don't. The fact of the matter is, everything that we feel is chemical. That's the way nature intended it. And we'll talk a little about that. Let's talk a little bit about your profession first. Because I think you young people need to know how incredible you guys are. We are not told that enough. I had to learn it myself. I had to actually discover this. Because, I went to America. Yes, I got a degree in engineering. But growing up, I wanted to be a rock star. I wanted to sing. I just wanted to go to America, put Elvis Presley out of business, and run away with Mary Tyler Moore. That's what I wanted. But when it dawned on me that that may not happen, I thought I'd take my father's advice and go to engineering school. And then I applied to NED, and here I am, 4 years of engineering school can wipe out some pretty heavy dreams, But then I found out this was the most amazing profession ever. And it all was tied to human psychology because, human beings are created for one fundamental reason. I'm going to need some water somewhere. There it is. Human beings are created for one fundamental reason. Only one reason. And that reason is to make the life of another human being better. It's not religion. I'm not preaching a religion. This is what we are taught. Even our religion teaches that. But that's part, for those of us that understand human chemistry and the way our human body works, they know that this is true. And we'll talk a little bit about that. None of us study any of that, so we don't know that. You see? And the beauty about your profession is that you make life better for all of humanity on a daily basis. That's what you do. Engineering is one profession that is a happy profession. You're always doing things that create stuff that makes humanity happy. Whether it's building a new bridge, whether it's building a new iPhone, whether anything. All progress is because of engineering. As opposed to other professions, doctors, amazing profession, but they're always dealing with sick people. Right? Lawyers, good profession, but they're always dealing with fighting. And you can go down and down, stockbrokers, they all that stuff. Engineers, no. Engineers have only one thing going for them, and that is to make life better for all of humanity on a daily basis. And I'm a structural engineer, so I look at it from my perspective. I'm in the business of saving lives. I mean, earthquake engineering technology in a region where that technology, which is your technology, all structural engineers in the audience, it's technology that belongs to you. When your technology is not used and an earthquake comes in a certain area, literally tens of thousands of people actually die. We know it, we've seen it on television. When the technology is used, like say The same earthquake comes in a city like Seattle, Washington. It's happened. One person dies. From what? A heart attack. Kabaddi master. Okay? It's nothing to do with the physicality of the earthquake. People become, and windstorms, you know? People become heroes by saving one life. ओए उसने उसकी जान बचाई थी, कितना जबरदस्त आदमी है, हीरो बन गया जी, तस्वीर आ रही है, कुएं में से बच्चा निकाला उसने. Right? You hear those stories? हीरो बन जाते हैं, एक जान बचा. Engineers, earthquake engineers, they're saving lives every time the wind blows, but their work is taken for granted. Why? Because we don't talk about it. See, the biggest tragedy in life is not death. The biggest tragedy in life to arrive at the end of your life and you look back at all of the opportunities that you missed because you were afraid to answer the door when opportunity knocked. You won't have to worry about how you're going to die at that point. That thought alone is going to kill you. Don't let that happen to you. It didn't happen to me. People ask me, "Bhai, tera kya kamal hai?" Mera kamal ye hai ki mere se zyada besharam aadmi koi nahi. And that is what NED taught me. My friends, अरे हम लोग मुशायरों में जाते थे. You know? I mean, they would send us to singing competitions where we didn't belong. I didn't have any singing talent. मेरा खालिद का ही दोस्त होता था. जूना बाजार में जाके एक मटका खरीदते थे और मटके के साथ वो गोद में मटका बिठा के बजाता था और मैं गाता था. And they would throw us out in the first session because we sucked. But we did it. And what were we learning? What were we learning in that interaction? That you're capable of doing everything because in the end we did win. Video conferencing. I have stories that I can tell how many things that I did when I was at the University of California at Berkeley, asking for things which were absolutely ridiculous.